guys for joining us today.
Hi, HairFriends.
Hi,
Good morning,
HairFriends.
HairFriends.
So today we're sitting down with Derek and Tristan from My HairFriend, and we're so excited to have you here.
We're excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Well, before we get started into the HairFriend stuff, we want to know a little bit about you guys first.
Sure.
You
So,
want the tea?
yeah, give us the backstory. Give us a little of the tea there.
Okay.
And whichever one of you can start.
Sure. Do you want to go ahead and start?
I mean, I usually do. So we've known each other for over a decade. We were club kids in Springfield, Missouri, back in the day. The Jeep, the Trops, you know the way it goes.
Yes.
Both really involved in like beauty, fashion. That was kind of a common thing for us. We had that in common. It was kind of what bonded us as friends in the beginning. These big city dreams from these big, small country kids.
Yes.
We're both from Southern Missouri.
Yep, small towns.
Similar background, upbringing with our family, small family, big values, for us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how we became best friends, just getting in a little trouble. Not too much.
Not
though.
too much, just enough.
Just enough.
He went the hair route, and I went the beauty route. So I ended up working in a lot of retailers and with a lot of corporations for cosmetics and skincare, and then he got his license.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, I started basically as a beauty school dropout, which I love to tell everybody because that just means that you can do it.
Yes.
Try hard, do it again.
Yes.
But I started in Colorado. That's where I went to hair school, and then that moved on to dropping out of hair school, moving back to Springfield, Missouri, working a few jobs and getting back into beauty.
We've both moved back to Springfield, Missouri a few
few
times. And I think that that's why recently, with my move back to Springfield, because I lost my position, again, with another big cosmetic retailer due to the pandemic, I was like, let's just do something together here.
Yep.
And then work with local vendors and artists that are working here as well. I mean, there's so much going on in the world, and we've done the whole big city thing. Like, let's try to make something happen here in Springfield.
Yeah,
Yes.
almost
This is home.
adjusting.
This is home for us.
Yes.
So
We just almost wanted to adjust what we didn't necessarily have what we didn't necessarily like about the beauty industry. We wanted to take that, flip it a little bit.
right. We
and
took what we
still be
learned.
a part of it.
we took out what we didn't like. And we wanted to make sure that we were creating something that gave back to the local economy in a big way, gave back to great organizations that have benefited us through hard times, and then also bringing attention to local. We've got great
Small
local
business.
vendors and
Yes.
artists here.
Yes.
You don't have to wait for your stuff to come in off a boat.
No.
You know.
And I love that you guys talk about Springfield being home because I'm the same way. I grew up in the area, small town, kept thinking I was gonna leave, didn't.
Mhm.
But that's the story that I hear from so many people. It's like we're drawn back here.
They say it's a sinkhole.
It's home.
And so we just always come back.
Come on back.
Yeah, come on back home.
And everyone's moving here.
Yes,
Yes.
honestly.
Yeah, all this early retirement, everyone's coming to the area. It's just, the Ozarks are just such a beautiful place, and it's been great.
Living's cheap. You can vacation as much as you want. That's
Exactly.
what I say.
Yes,
Exactly.
right. So you kind of give us a little bit there, but tell us some more about My HairFriend.
Sure.
Like you said, you took your experience that you learned what you didn't like, but now you're putting back in what you do want to see more in the beauty and hair industry.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Honestly, I feel like the beauty industry itself does show friendship, it does show philanthropy, and it does show so much hair art.
But it's not highlighted enough.
Focused. It's not highlighted. It's not what we go to. I see more superficiality is what people say hairstylists are, which it's more than that. If we learned anything through the pandemic itself, doctors even said, thank you, hairstylists, because you're helping the mental health aspect of the pandemic.
Yes.
Right.
You're making people feel good where they have no room to feel good right now.
It was one of the first things that people really missed of the services and the luxuries that they were getting, that they really missed getting their hair done. And not just because they wanted their hair to look good, but it was that whole interaction. It was going to the spa, it was going to the salon, it was having that, rapport with their stylist. And that's what kind of being a hair friend is all about.
It's the connection,
it's the friendships and the relationships you make in the hair industry. And what we're doing with My HairFriend is creating a safe space for all hair friends to come together so we can actually focus on the things that matter to us, which is philanthropy, friendship, and of course, hair.
Yep.
I love that.
With
That's
a little
so...
spice of optimism throughout the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
we'll
it.
always find that silver lining, but
We
we
wanna
can
make
talk
sure we're
about
always-
the reality.
Yeah,
Yes.
and always giving back. For example, all of our products right now, all of our branded merch, if you want to support our brand. All of our items, a portion of the sale goes to a different nonprofit organization, whether it's local or national, that affects HairFriends everywhere, like Foster Adopt Connect,
the Trevor Project
with our
America.
candles. Yes.
We have 5 different organizations that we're connected with, but we also want to make that bigger. We want to have local organizations of Springfield, Missouri.
We want to do hair
attach
pop-ups
as well,
and offer hair services to people that normally can't access them.
Oh my God, I love that. That's amazing.
What we want to spread locally and then make that globally.
Yeah, like a HairFriend movement, so that way different stylists and different professionals, even makeup artists, like that's also part of this. You can be a hair friend that's like me, that's really all about the beauty. I love hair. Don't really have a lot of hair going on right now.
Hey.
But we're working on that.
Exactly.
Stay tuned.
Bald
Stay tuned.
is beautiful. We need to remember that as well.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
But we want to make sure that we're giving back and we're providing those services. So we're going to be working with some local organizations starting next year. And we're going to be asking for volunteers from different salons around town to come together under the HairFriend umbrella and give services back to people who could really use them, just to get a leg up.
That's so
While
amazing.
we're doing the podcast in general, making sure that we get these artists in here telling how they do that same thing.
Yes, we definitely
how
want to talk
spread
to
philanthropy, how they do what's their favorite hair
Exactly. Because we think too, like being a hair friend is about having a give back mentality, that philanthropy as part of your hair service. You have a platform. A lot of these hair friends, they're huge platforms on social media, right? But what organizations are you lifting up, and what matters to you? What are your values? What's that doing? Because there's power in this industry. Working in beauty corporate, there was so much talk about, well, we should do this or we should do it, but it never came to fruition. And I'm like, we want to be different.
And so many hair artists out there do spread so much philanthropy, be it just giving a free haircut that day, or actually starting an organization to
well, that's how you started building your clientele.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I managed
100%.
the Bare Mineral store.
Yep.
So when the Bare Mineral store was here in the Battlefield Mall, I was the store manager, and Tristan had just finished school.
Oh.
And I worked with an amazing person. I work with her still in town. We do real estate together. But Lexi Robinson, and she would put on this great charity event in our store 2 times a year. It would benefit like an animal shelter. People would bring in canned goods, little bedding, things like that for the animals.
And then
we
I would just
provide
walk
the
to
makeup
the back with my little hair.
and he would be styling their hair in the back corner. So they'd get this kind of free service for giving back. So it was a great little thing to do. And I was like, I would love to work with a brand that did something like that all the time.
That's amazing. I love hearing that story. And so like the philanthropy and the giving back's really like at your roots for both
Very
of you.
passionate about it,
Yeah.
yes. I think that we've both had experiences that
we've both been down and out.
helped,
We've both needed services.
Yeah.
There was a time in my life when shampoo was a luxury.
Yes.
And, I wish that there had been a hair friend or someone at that time that could have, been there and offered that type of service to me. Because, you need it. A job interview. People are going back to the workforce. They don't just need new clothes. They need a haircut. Things like that. And there's other ways that we can contribute too. We're definitely trying to raise money through the sales of anything through our brand. You can donate directly to these organizations at our website, myhairfriend.com.
Yes. If you just want to donate to an organization, we have every single link available on the website to do just that.
Exactly.
That's so amazing.
And that's why Salon Service Group made sense for us to work with and collaborate with, because Gino, when he created U-Smooth, he also created the U-Care Foundation.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And 2% of all the U-Smooth sales from their luxury tool line goes to this wonderful, wonderful program for hair professionals. So when they're down and out, when they need that money, whether their car breaks down, their child, a hospital bill, they can't work.
Yes.
It's there for them. That's really cool, and it spoke to us, and that's exactly how we want our brand to be.
Which is why Salon Service Group is a hair friend in general, is because they give back. They're into hair art and absolutely into friendship.
Yes.
It just made sense.
I love hearing those U-Care stories. I love them, but I'm also like at my desk, like getting a little misty.
Oh,
sometimes
you have to be.
I'm like, don't cry at work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, he got his license. He's not an hourly employee. He doesn't have all the security.
Actually, I am an hourly employee as of recently. Yes,
okay,
I'm trying
forgive
to
me.
start the movement along with other big stylists out there in bigger areas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring this local, but we're trying to start hourly right now. And basically a a lot of stylists need to charge their worth, and it's really hard to do because we are such givers. And
Yes.
philanthropy is naturally a part of us.
Yes.
But charging hourly, then you're making sure that every client, be a quick root touch up, then they're actually getting a deal in my chair naturally. But
Right.
if it's a very 3 to 6 hour intense hair color, the stylists are making sure that they're getting taken care of and the color's getting taken care of.
Well, it's an
So
equalizer
it's really
too.
nice.
There's no more men's cuts,
Yeah.
women's cuts.
Oh my
Just a
goodness.
cut.
You're
Yes,
paying for the
it's just a
stylist's
cut.
time. So it does make sense. And a lot of your
Absolutely.
clients are going to be saving money.
So far, it was a week of savings for my clients. So I was very happy for them because if you're coming to me every 2 to 4 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks,
Yeah.
you should almost get I don't want to say a deal, but a deal, like because you come so religious,
Right.
and
Yeah.
we're doing less color. There's a less amount of regrowth, so it only makes sense that you would get charged less. But if you're coming once a year, or you do very high intricate colors, you should pay more. There's more color involved. There's more time involved, and
absolutely.
more skill from your artist involved. So
And Tristan works at an amazing salon downtown.
Yes.
This
Blue
is actually
Skies.
how we got connected to Gino and S Salon Service Group.
Yes.
Ah.
Philip from Blue Sky
Yeah.
Salon is the owner. He owns what I call the original HairFriend, like salon in general. I learned a lot of what hair friendship should be it philanthropy, hair art, friendship, positivity. They embrace that. They are that. I call it the cheers of the hair world. So I wanted to expand on that, and we almost wanted to make that exact feeling global
Oh, that's so.
Yeah,
That's great
right.
that you have that in like your work life all the time.
every day.
Yes, yes. The people that you work with and the attitudes that they bring to it, I can also say that here from where I work, it's the same thing. I love the people that I work with, and that attitude carries over into just your own like personality and your soul
Of
almost.
course. Well, a lot of people that work in this industry are artistic. We have, a different vibe, a different energy. And the space that we work in,
Yeah.
it needs to be
Mhm.
protected. It's very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
And both of us have experienced in the beauty/hair industry a almost
competitive
negative thing. I mean, I've literally had an
pedestal.
like an ex-coworker literally tell me, they're like, I had a psychic tell me that you might be leaving the company soon.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
We love our psychics.
Oh, okay,
'cause I
cool.
had one
Well,
saying
that doesn't happen
we
at my
would be spreading
HairFriend.
education. So here we are. We love our psychic.
and I was like,
artists.
really? Because the psychic told... No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, it's just, we wanted to make sure that, everyone knew that anyone can be a hair friend. Anyone can be a hair
Anyone.
friend.
Yes.
As long as you believe in the
Everyone's
big three,
welcome.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
all it takes.
The big three: hair artistry, philanthropy, and friendship.
Yep.
Oh, I love that those are your platforms.
Mhm.
Okay, so last question.
Sure.
What can we expect from this podcast?
So
the unexpected.
The unexpected. We're going to talk about hair. We're going to talk about tools. We're going to talk about social
A little bit of
influencing.
comedy.
And is it really
I'm
okay to be
sure.
influencing people anymore?
Right.
Maybe it's just better to be an
It's
educator
and that's
and be
what I-
sharing
that-
information.
yeah,
and
and
stop
that's
trying
almost what
to
I tell my
influence everybody.
clients. I don't influence my clients behind the chair. They know that if they want a product, they ask me about a product, and if they want it, I have it available. If you don't want it, there's other places to get it. I'm not going to push that on you.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm going to naturally let you want that, and I'm going to naturally be available to provide that.
Exactly.
I think that's
Love
that's what anti-influencer is, and more what friendship and hair friendship is.
Right.
Is
We want to
we're your
welcome everyone to the
friend.
table, but we're not telling everyone they should come to the
No,
table.
I'm going to tell you my
It's-
favorites. I'm going to educate you on what I like. But if you don't like that, well, you're an artist. We
And
all
we
don't
want to
like
have
the
a
same
conversation about it too.
But mine's
Like,
great.
let's take out the bias. If you're using a tool that isn't necessarily a tool that I would use, or a brand that normally you wouldn't see these brands together because, oh no, they're not sold in the same retailer. Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Yep.
But hello, we're here to talk about what we really use.
Yeah, because
Like,
my hair friends use different things than I like, and I want to know why you like that. It doesn't mean that I'm going to change mine, but there's going to be people who like yours and people who like mine.
Mhm.
That's what hair
Unique.
friendship's all
Yeah.
about. We're all not the same, but we can learn from one another.
we're also going to be documenting our journey into zero waste packaging hair care products
Yes.
made by my hair friend in a hair friendly way,
Yep.
hair friendly and earth friendly.
Yes.
We're working on
Yay.
formulations right now. We've done some research, and we feel like that there's a huge opportunity, especially in this area of the country.
Mhm.
We definitely want to decrease our carbon footprint. We want to
Absolutely.
reduce the plastics, and we're working on it, but we believe we're going to be able to donate a shampoo bar for everyone we sell.
Oh, I
Almost
love
like
that.
the Tom's movement.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we're giving back in the hair industry.
Because hygiene
one-on-one
products,
as well.
and like I said before, there was a time in my life when shampoo was a luxury that I just couldn't afford. And if I would have had like a shampoo bar that I could have carried around with me and had it
and good quality
and good quality,
high-end, like that would be
it's
even
important.
better.
Yeah.
That's important. And it's not like, it's not the most important thing in the world, but it's a little
To feel
something that we're
clean does
doing.
make you feel great.
Yeah.
Though,
Absolutely.
I think too, like creating something in this area that's locally sourced ingredients, that's affordable, and that gives back.
Every bar gives back.
It's kind of our dream come true to be able to do this together.
Yes.
Because we worked
Aw.
in beauty and hair together in different ways.
Yep.
But once I came back,
We
I
even
was
competed across the street.
Right.
We sure did. Like we
oh yeah,
understand
he'd be
the
in one store at the
competition
mall.
side of
I'd be
this.
across the way.
We
We'd
were
wave at
across
each other.
the way.
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
But we were still friends
But-
through it, and that's what
yes.
you are. You're friends through the beauty industry in general. Like even if you are working in different areas, or or your competition, you don't have to act so necessarily, and that's what this is all about.
Well, pandemic was hard for both of us.
Yeah.
I was in Houston, Texas. He was here. We got locked down, and we're both very he's an introvert, I'm an extrovert.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that interaction, we weren't able to hang out.
Yeah.
It was really sad. So when I came back, I was like, let's do this. Let's just do this the way that we envision it, the way that we see it, and invite people to the table. And
Yes. I manifested my
months-
best friend to quit his entire life and career and move all the way back home.
well, I said I can either keep working for beauty corporate, or
Yep.
we can create our own brand and do our
Yep.
own thing and kind of set the bar. And we've already found so many people locally that are willing to work with us. Salon Service Group. We have a
Blue
retail
Sky
space
Salon.
at Blue Sky Salon.
Yes.
So if you would like to help
Mhm.
us get started, we
Yep.
are a local startup company here.
Yes.
You can purchase any of our HairFriend branded merchandise at myhairfriend.com using promo code HAIR20. We'll save 20% off your entire purchase. You can expect about 4 to 6 weeks shipping, but right now we do have quite a bit of stock on
Yep.
most items, so
Yep.
you should get it within 2 weeks.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yes.
And
We're very excited about it.
I mean, I attended your launch party.
Yes.
And there was all sorts of people there and it was very welcoming.
It
and
was-
for
very,
honestly accidentally planning it on a holiday week, I was very excited.
Those holidays will get ya.
Yeah, I was excited about the turnout. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. We were able to give back a lot because
Yeah.
people
Oh, yes.
purchased a lot. So that just proves, again, that's just local. Can you imagine globally how much we're going to be able to give back just by being Hair Friends?
Yes.
And because we did the collaboration recently with Teresa,
Mhm.
Yeah.
our on TikTok, Teresa Von Dom hairstylist,
Yes.
Von Dom stylist,
Yep.
Teresa Von Dom
And you
stylist.
can follow her on Instagram as well.
Yes.
She has an amazing following.
She has
on
millions
there.
of followers. She does
is
amazing skits.
So
She's
down to
phenomenal.
earth too. I
Mhm.
want to make sure that everybody knows how down to earth and real she is, and so sweet and humble.
And
we're
on
gonna
her-
talk about her on the next one. I'm just throwing it
Yes.
out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Stay
don't-
tuned,
don't-
Hair
don't
Friends.
give away too
Jumping
much.
ahead, okay. But I just
Don't
wanted to
give away too
mention that
much.
right now on her behalf, we are donating an additional
Yes.
5% of all the sales until December 15th to the Chicago Hearing Society.
Oh, I love that.
She is a hair friend with a hearing impairment.
Mhm.
Yes.
So it was important to her that we call out that organization.
Yes, I've seen that on her TikTok that she talks about that.
Mhm.
That's
Yes.
amazing. All right, well, that concludes our first episode, you guys.
Oh,
Yay!
Wow, that happened- that went by so
Hair
fast.
Friends.
I know,
Nice, Hair
nice.
Friends.
Thank you so
Nice.
much. We love Salon Service Group. We can't
Yes.
wait to showcase
Absolutely.
a lot of the tools that you guys have that maybe people haven't
Yes.
seen.
And make sure to check out You Care.
Yes, check out
Yes.
the You Care Foundation. You can donate directly to the You Care Foundation at Salon Service Group.
Usmooth.com.
Usmooth.com.
Yes, there's info
Perfect.
there.
Perfect.
But yes, thank you guys, and I'm so glad that we're all hair friends.
Me
Yay.
too.
Thanks.
Yay.
Here's to the
Cheers.
brand.
You could
Hang
just
on,
pick up
goal.
your.
There we go.
The-
I had mine hidden.
Cheers, Hair Friend.
See you next week.
See you next week, Hair Friend.